Play.
So how does it feel to be nominated for 4 Oscars for Mudbound?
Transcendent. It is a tremendous affirmation of many, many years of hard work, tremendous affirmation for women, for black people, for Americans, really, because this movie was made by Americans. A tapestry of different kinds of people made this movie, and, you know, look where we are now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so what do you say, because I know a lot of times, and even for me, it was very hard for me to watch in a lot of different scenes.
Yes.
For people who haven't seen it, what would set it apart from all the other period pieces that they've seen where black people are kind of dealing with struggle?
A couple of things. The 6 voices that are in that story are definitely what sets it apart from any story. I can't name a film that has 6 different voices running through it. And the other thing I would have to say is, because of those 6 voices, we all are mudbound. We all have a foothold or an inheritance to claim from that story and that history, black and white alike. And what's beautiful about our story is there's black empowerment in that story. These black people save themselves and push their own realities in a way that I've not seen in cinema. But it's those 6 voices. It's really those, because it creates a whole, a sort of a spherical experience, if you will, because it gives you a viewpoint from every different angle. And doing that, it gives you a really, really honest look at what that story is.
Absolutely. And you also have been tapped to write for Denzel Washington.
Yes, ma'am.
So please tell me about that project.
Oh, it is a book called A Journal for Jordan. And it is written by a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist named Dana Kennedy, who is one of the few African-American women who were at the New York Times, and one of the few African-American women who's won a Pulitzer. And it is a story about her and her love, First Sergeant Charles King, who died in Iraq. And it is about how First Sergeant Charles King and Dana Kennedy parent their son. And it is about how this black father does not even allow the grave to stop him from being a father to his son. And it's really a love story about this woman and this soldier and the son that they have, and how they raise this young black boy together, even though he's no longer on this earth.
And so how did you get connected with this new project?
Through a dear friend and mentor, Todd Black, who is the producer on this film. He also produced Fences with Denzel, The Great Debaters with Denzel, and we also developed a television show together back in the day that never shot. The pilot never shot, but that's really where the relationship was cemented. And Todd came to me with this book and said, take a look. And when Todd speaks, I listen, and I fell in love with that book. And I have had conversations with Dana Kennedy, the author, and I can't wait to get into it.
Well, awesome. Once again, congratulations, and I hope you win all 4.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.